There's a seismic shift happening in commercial real estate right now, and it's not just about interest rates or cap rate compression. What's up, hungry investors? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Kristian Cotta. What we're seeing is the rise of hybrid neighborhoods, environments where people live, work, shop, and socialize in the same few blocks. These aren't fringe developments. They're becoming the most competitive assets in the market. And if you're still underwriting deals based on siloed asset classes, you're missing one of the most powerful plays in commercial real estate today. Let's break it down. Remote work unlocked flexibility, but it also made people hyper-focused on lifestyle convenience. They want a gym downstairs, tacos across the street, childcare nearby, and their favorite cafe within a 3-minute walk. At the same time, cities are rewriting zoning codes to encourage higher density and mixed-use formats. Why? Because it brings tax revenue, lowers infrastructure costs, and reduces car dependency. And with traditional assets squeezed by high prices and rising debt costs, investors are starting to realize that mixed use can unlock blended returns that outperform single-use assets, especially when underwritten correctly. Picture this: a multifamily building with high-end apartments on the 3rd and 4th floors. Below that, a co-working space. And below that, a local bakery, a spin studio, and a vet clinic. Next door, a boutique hotel and a walk-in clinic. All of these feed off each other. Each use supports the others. You've got traffic all day, energy on nights and weekends, and real estate that's working 24/7. This is what tenants and cities want in 2026, and it's where the next generation of cash flow will come from. So how are the best investors positioning for this trend? 4 things. 1, they're identifying hybrid-friendly markets: Phoenix, Austin, Tampa, Salt Lake City. These cities are already rezoning for mixed use. 2, they're rethinking value add. It's not just about granite countertops anymore. It's about transforming underused retail or office into live workspaces that people actually want to be in. 3, they're embracing complexity. Yes, mixed use takes more management coordination, but the NOI upside and tenant synergy, they're worth it. 4, they're buying before the wave. The biggest gains go to those who see the zoning changes early before developers flood the space. Now, to be fair, this strategy takes a thoughtful approach. Underwriting mixed use means balancing different lease types, different TI schedules, and different cap rates. You also need to work with operators who understand all 3 verticals: retail, residential, and office. But if you get it right, you end up with built-in diversification in a single asset. And that's a huge edge in a market that's anything but predictable. If you want to see how to underwrite mixed use in today's market, or where to find zoning-friendly markets prime for this kind of development, we break it all down in this week's blog at hungry-inc.com, or click the link below. Head there now and future-proof your next deal. Join the conversation. Leave a comment below with your thoughts on how you plan to take this information and use it. Thanks for joining me and watching this video today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more commercial real estate insight and information, and help us as we build this community of commercial real estate investors and developers to 10,000. See you next time, and as always, stay hungry, my friends, because rent's due.